Zipping back, using that speed of his to get back into play defensively. Offside is called. And actually, a St. Louis Blues player is just climbing out of the Vancouver bench as this starts.
That was Jay Wells that got put right over. I think it was Jay Wells. Right over the bench, right into the Vancouver bench.
So Jeff Courtnall will head off towards the box.
Watch just on the left-hand side of your screen. Vancouver man completed his check. I think it was Wells that ended up going over.
It was Scott looking for Creighton or Chassé, but it's picked off. And Jelena on the way, but behind the play. Adam Creighton is going to go with Malcock. And pardon me, that is not Creighton. That is definitely Malcock, and he is trading them with Denis Chassé.
Well, both two very tough characters here. And watch, oh, a little switch of the hands there, but Malcock can't see Chassé right now. Chassé was able to get Malcock's sweater over his head. That shouldn't happen, not with the tie down. Malcock 6'3", 200 pounds, big tough boy that made himself very noticeable at the Vancouver Canucks training camp, and this guy is very noticeable because a number of general managers have been talking to Mike Keenan, of course, about acquiring Chassé. Watch, this is how it happened, just in front of the net, some hacking and whacking, and Chassé went down. Malcock gave him a two-hander and then came back and kind of rubbed his glove into his face, and that's all that it needed to get Chassé set off. That they were very close to a trade they were working on, and they don't give up a player either. There's a
high stick came up and caught LaPerriere. Ian LaPerriere, as he was coming in over the blue line.
Here we go.
And that is Dean Malcock, who finds himself under siege at the bottom of that pile.
Go to the linesman. Well, this isn't a very good situation with the linesman down caught in the pileup.
The stick came up just as play was moving in over the blue line and caught LaPerriere. He dropped down pretty quickly. And I believe it was Malcock's stick that came up. Adam Creighton went bombing in there in defense of Ian LaPerriere.
Malcock's second bout of the night.
And Creighton's first.
Let's go back and see how it happened. There's the play right along the boards, and there you can see that Malcock ended up swatting his man, didn't he? So he went looking for it. He was hovering above him, and then knowing full well that he was going to have to fight somebody, and it was Creighton that came in looking for it, and Malcock was ready to give it to him.
Malcock, a rookie, he's battled his way up to the pros. He's played the last 4 years in the minors.
Right at the same time, right in St. Louis, Thanksgiving Day break, and right down the main street.
Although I had trouble concentrating during the meeting.
Yeah.
Here's
great on this.
Perrier and Stoyanov.
Stoyanov, I haven't seen him out there too much tonight, but I'll tell you what, this guy is one big dude. 6'4", 240 pounds. He's tough. No question about that. 270 minutes in penalties for the Crunch last year in Syracuse. Stoyanov's biggest difficulty adjusting to this league is the speed of it. He's tough enough, he's big enough, and he's actually got some skill, but his skating is what hurts him. Oftentimes, even in the American Hockey League, when the forecheck was on, the puck was coming out of the zone as he was still trying to get into the zone.
And as they're going into the box, Malcock is up there to make that Walker, pardon me, having
the wild thing, Scott Walker. Only 5'10", 180 pounds, but he feels like a stick of dynamite. And now Walker's going to the penalty box. along with his former teammate from the Crunch last year.
Yeah, I think they both spent a lot of time chatting in the penalty box last year down on the minors. Walker and Stoyanov.
Walker had 334. Take a look and see how it all started. There you can see that Stoyanov was kind of looking for something to do out there, wasn't he? Leperrier was there, and so Leperrier decided to grab hold of Stoyanov, and that's probably a wise move on his part as well, because Stoyanov is much bigger than him. Even though Leperrier is 6'1", 195 pounds, he's not the tough guy.
Tullamore chops at it. Volpat able to keep it in. Stoyanov scoops that out, and away we go. And we may have a couple of scraps going here. This is Cullimore and Volpat, and meanwhile, another event was set to spark up just outside the blue line because of a hit after the whistle.
Stoyanov was looking to fight, but really there wasn't anybody in his vicinity to go after. Adam Creighton was the man he wanted, but the linesmen were quick to jump in and separate that potential fight. Volpat, though, any punches that he took in the face had to have hurt.
Oh, what a night he's having. Took a stick in the mouth, comes right back out there. He's been mixing it up.
He's been slashed
away, gets in this hole.
This is how it started. See Cullimore along the boards with Volpat, and actually Volpat got his glove into Cullimore's face to start it all, and so Cullimore figured that he wanted it, he'd give it to him.
I saw Volpat play some junior hockey. He played with...
It's the problem McGillney has when he's playing the right side and there's a left-hand shot.
Babbage was decked there. Roman Volpat stood him up. Creighton is in front. McGillney trying to come away.
Just hit by Volpat. He's been playing tough all night long. He was looking for Babbage. Babbage didn't have the puck. Was looking to get the puck, but Volpat just went crashing right into him. Volpat keeps playing like this, he'll be a big star.